Howdy there. So a couple days ago, I watched You Don't Know Jack. It's an HBO original movie. I'm going to go ahead and count it as, a movie. I watched it, and I enjoyed it. I'm giving it a 7. It's about, basically, the public life of Jack Kevorkian, the so-called Dr. Death, who basically brought the notion of euthanasia, assisted suicide, to America, and was pretty much punished and ridiculed for it. Again, the film is about his public life. As soon as he becomes a figure of note, the film pretty much starts, or even like just before that, when he gets the idea that will make him enter the public eye. That's where the film starts. So we don't get to see much history, much backup to the story, but we definitely get a very detailed look at the goings-on during, and a little bit of the epilogue after. Stars Al Pacino as Jack Kevorkian, John Goodman as, I guess, his best friend, Susan Sarandon as a assisted suicide endorser and, I guess, kind of partner. Who else was in there? Oh gosh, I always forget his name. He's always good. What is his name? Anyway, he's his lawyer in the film. Gosh. I wanted to remember his name, too. He's in a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. Good character actor. Great character actor, and I can't remember his name. He's in, I know he's in The Proposition. Anyway, he's really good here, and I'm sorry I can't remember his name. He's his lawyer. That's what's really good about the movie. That's the backbone of the 7 I'm giving it, is the performances. The acting is great. I love Al Pacino. He's one of our great actors. He's, I think, gotten so wise in his late career. Obviously, he's in the same league and school as Robert De Niro, Dustin Hoffman. I feel that Pacino has gotten smarter in his late career, where the other 2 names I mentioned, maybe have not. I think Pacino picks great scripts, and I think even more so than, again, the other 2 names I mentioned, he really still can disappear into a character. His eyes change. At certain points, he kind of just doesn't look like Al Pacino. And that's his power, he can do that. I think Pacino's career doesn't have the bad movies that really kind of bring it down that De Niro and Hoffman have done in recent years. I also can't shake that Al Pacino performance from All the People You Know, All the People I Know. He's great. This performance kind of reminded me of that. He's kind of down a lot. He's got a lot on his mind. But here he's portraying a real person, Jack Kevorkian, and he does a great job. It was good to see John Goodman. It doesn't seem like I've seen John Goodman in as a media role as he has here. He's always good. He's John Goodman. Susan Sarandon, very good. All the performances are very good. And I wish I could remember Jack Danny Houston? I'm pretty sure that's kind of it. Anyway, the acting is really good here. It's directed by Barry Levinson. I haven't seen a Barry Levinson movie in a while. It's good to see a Barry Levinson movie. Well directed. It looks good. In some parts it looks kind of grainy. Again, I kind of felt that they kind of wanted to go for a newsreel feel in some of the scenes. I mean, it looked like I was watching newsreel footage or videotaped footage. So sometimes the quality of the film isn't the best, but I think it serves the story. I suppose the story is why I don't give it a higher score. I really liked the way that they showed the passing of time. You know, there's a lot of time that passes in just it's about a 2-hour, 10-minute movie. And it covers a couple decades, you know, at least. So they do have to get a lot of information in. They mostly succeed. They mostly succeed in getting Kevorkian's point of view across, I believe. But that the fact that they have to pack so much information really sacrifices character development, I feel. You never know how much time actually passes. I mean, like, they'll say good night, and the next time they say good morning, you know, years will have passed. So in a way I kind of like that because it keeps you involved in the story. It kind of keeps you figuring out, you know, okay, what's going on now. But again, you kind of miss, you know, what you think is probably some serious issues, some serious developments that happen in their life that would have to explain. I mean, I don't feel I'm spoiling anything, but his sister, Jack's sister, dies halfway through the film. And again, I think it establishes Jack's character, but we don't really see her again, hear of her again. I guess he goes to her grave. But again, everyone but Jack Kevorkian seemed to be more of a caricature instead of a character. And anyway, when you fill the roles with these powerhouse actors, you don't notice so much. But they are slightly undeveloped and just there to hit a few notes while they let Kevorkian, Pacino, go crazy, you know, and show us everything. One of the great things I loved about this is you get an Al Pacino character in a courtroom. You put an Al Pacino character in a courtroom, you're going to have some good film. You know, no one quite gives a speech like Al Pacino. So it's good to see him back in the courtroom environment. I really enjoyed the movie. Again, I'm glad I saw it. I've been wanting to see it for a while. I finally got around to renting it. And I really enjoyed it. I think the whole subject of euthanasia is fascinating. You know, it's one of those situations where you just don't know how you feel about it. And you try and put yourself in the situation, and then you just kind of realize what you would do. So I think it's kind of important to see, because I think that subject should be more evolved in this country. And I think that this film helps in that. Definitely puts a point across. I think it avoids being propaganda. I think that it leaves, you know, the decision up to the viewer on how they feel about euthanasia. Really, I mean, I just thought it was a solid movie. I'm giving it a 7. A fascinating true story. If you like true stories, it's, you know, it's great. You'll learn something. You'll really realize that, you know, I will admit, I believe the media's portrayal of Jack Kevorkian, you know, that he was some kind of ghoulish figure. Definitely his appearance did not help that matter. But when I was a kid, I grew up thinking that Dr. Kevorkian was an evil man, someone who was doing something wrong. And he definitely wasn't. You know, he's just kind of a misunderstood genius, and I think the film really shows that side of him. I don't know. I really enjoyed the film. I definitely recommend it. If you're a Pacino fan, if you're a true story fan, if you're just interested in the subject, I think it's a worthy picture. So that's You Don't Know Jack. I'm giving it a 7. a very good watch. Thank you.